Knox are the wingmen. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Smith in at the 1. And looking at the Nets, they've got Harris. Durant is out there with Wilson Chandler. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Randall. Knox the pass to Robinson. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Harris. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Harris.
Such a remarkable scorer. Kyrie has such a quick trigger. The D has no chance there.
Smith against Irving. To the paint and stolen by Kyrie Irving. To the inside, Chandler. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
They did not throw Chandler off his route that time. Even when you get physical with him, he's staying after it.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Nets leading by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And here are the Nets. It's a 3-point game. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. And it's Allen in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Bounce pass, Smith. There's the triple. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, KD. No good from outside. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We come back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period, with 3 points being their largest cushion. Looking at the Nets, Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, they showed a lot of discipline on offense. Called some high percentage plays. Even when the defense devised different looks, they always seem to have the answer. They got good coaching.
Shaq, what did you think about New York? And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And here is Irving. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And New York, looking at who they've got. Knox and Randall. They're the forwards. Barrett is out there with Dennis Smith, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Smith.
Encouraging to see Dennis Smith Jr. with that kind of range and that kind of confidence.
KD finds Irving. Six on the shot clock. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup. Irving's got 5.
Kyrie shooting that kind of floater right there just makes him so much more devastating as a scorer.
Out to the wing. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to 3 points on the bucket from Randall.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Prince out there with Caruge. Then there's Allen. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Irving in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Gibson. And it's sent back by Allen. 3 on 3. It's stolen by Randall. Now, here's Barrett. Dinwiddie covering.
So quick and decisive. Barrett's speed and fearlessness is hard to match up against when you're defending.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Karis LeVert's checked in for the Nets. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Knicks. Kevin Knox comes in for Wayne Ellington. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's in!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. There's 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
It's funny, at this point in the game, the coach is asking the team to be perfect. They haven't been to this point.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Allen. Chandler comes in for Taurean Prince. Durant's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Harris subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. 1 play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin, he's trying to keep him focused.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
The deep three from Smith. No good on the quick three. Harris with it. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. So it's the Nets picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really